Oh, Paul, we're champ. Most of them are going to market. Near market, water. Whoa. That shit might be. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, I couldn't actually do that.
It ain't human! Get it! I'll send you
It's gonna be a macro.
He's dead!
Oh my god!
I even have class. I don't know. I don't even know if you even go to school anymore. Do you do online now? Oh, really? You only do now? You do online. Yeah, they're making us so bad. And I don't think they're like giving us an option to like really want to. Rush these people. I already have all. I'm gonna like over here. No, it's just one more. He's fighting him right now. That's it, right? There's 2 shield batters over here. There's no people here? It's like Sean. Oh, heaven. Alright. Yeah, once. I'm not gonna go into the bus. You can take that. Oh, what the hell? There's a photo right here. I'm not taking it though. Even how long was it? Come on here. No.
Yeah, I'm done this area.
Did you know this spot? I need to use a shield cell.
Imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see the true horror around you.
J-Man! Wow. Oh, that is you, okay. Surprised you're not muted. Oh, you remember my phone? I'm about to be start rushing me with the play out smart to get wrong. I probably take it down. I'm lagging. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go from on top. Let's see what's up. No, I was glad and Arthur alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best
there?
informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott at your service.
Tell me,
I
Mr.
hit him.
Leacock,
Yes, I
why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring
Jesus
and
fuck,
challenging.
man. Y'all can just back up. You guys are on back off.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You
Still
see what I mean,
behind
don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
It's only them.
Do you not
and
think
another
it's
squad.
a little morbid?
On the
It's a
contrary,
positive.
sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and
You guys might have
sweetness.
just, yeah, they might have just came from over here. You guys start aiming out that over here.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps.
The other team's
I'll
all the way
ask her to
back
come
there.
with
I
me.
don't know if I was
But
done.
will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe
He's
I'd
also by
prefer
himself.
she
I don't know where the
remains
hell
an
the other
enigma.
team's at.
Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Yeah. That guy right here, I ain't afraid of one. He's just portal. Portal, bro. Some portal. You're by yourself right now, too, Abram.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
He's getting from on top. Yeah.
If some misfortune came upon you,
Oh, that's
who
the
would be
thing,
here
people,
to help you?
Well, you, for a start,
The
my dear
other
doctor.
squad's right behind them.
I
That's what they don't
understand
know.
your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends,
gotta go.
Doctor. And my family despises me.
This is my old stone already.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now,
I'm not legit
listen
90.
to this
We just
oddly
figured out,
peaceful
guys.
silence.
I don't know when the others go.
Peaceful?
Saving scan.
That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic.
Back up,
And
come
very
here. Come here, come here, come here.
inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
I got cracked, nice.
May
Alright,
I ask what you're
Dracula.
doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all.
Dude,
I'm
no
just
fucking
enjoying
way.
the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
He's just run behind that wall. He's right here. Like in that little
But
corner.
are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved.
I
say the
know, oh my
scriptures.
God.
Good or
That was
evil,
such
rich
a
or poor,
slogan.
all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Oh my god.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to
Oh,
avoid
yes, it is.
unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
get ranked up. Let's go, Plat 2, baby.
The walls of your home will not protect you, for there is no protection.
Dude, my loadout was decent. I had the flat level in the archery one.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter?
Chat, since in a one
Sorry,
look.
no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
One hammer.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Yep.
Even my dreams
We
are
rarely
soaked
found
with
anything
gloom.
good. Yeah.
Is there open?
It's locked.
Alright. We're champions, boys. Where y'all wanna go?
It's locked.
No, I have a squad, yeah. Two squads. Anyone going there?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She
Guys,
said I
that's
should
what
go
I
out
found.
more.
Oh my god!
How do you
Oh
feel?
my
I'm
god,
fine.
what is my love?
I mean, it's not
That is
easy every
another
day,
gold
but
fucking.
I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time.
I already got one.
If only I could be tough like, well, you know.
Another.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Damn, chill, daddy.
Forgive my
Shield
bluntness,
batteries,
young man,
one's
but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place.
Ooh, I like your skin though.
It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
I will see you later. If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It
You
terrifies
want
me
our
so.
ultimate samurai?
I went outside once without my father noticing, and
Do
I
you need
saw
one?
terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home,
Yeah.
for fear of the epidemic.
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid
People right
of.
here. Yeah, for below 24, 48.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his
Ooh,
thuggish
Pathfinder,
activities. but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr.
I
Reed.
vote ready.
Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first
I
place.
did nothing.
It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
Squad. Back off. Whenever you goddamn back off.
I'm sure your father did his best when he found this house. Times are tough for everyone, young man.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got.
Hit him, 46, right here, right here,
I
right
wasn't
here.
even consulted
Let us
when we
finish
moved
it.
here.
Oh, dude. Wow, that kid was legit fucking diamond. He's beating me like that.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Oh, man.
Is there only pain and suffering?
No. 3.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap?
You fat.
As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit. And no sign of the bottom yet.
Are you?
Are you?
You. No.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business.
I don't want to waste
Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money. This once and for all.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane. So the bitch really is a nurse,
Man,
then?
it's crazy how
Always thought she was just some
we
crafty...
go against diamond people, yet now there's crossplay.
Foreigner, that one.
You guys don't land in the same spot.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Oh, good on Abram.
Right then. Show me what you have.
I'm fucking dead, though. I'm coming towards you, Abram. Wow. You have a weapon, right? Here, take his already, take his already. Oh, there's more people, okay.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid
I'm
this
fucking bad,
medical
my God.
report says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man
No
really
fucking
is.
way. Fucking
Maybe
Mirage,
I could
man.
start by observing what he's up to.
He's
I
reloading
must
right here.
insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
Really, like legit run, fun.
I cannot enter. There's no one in. It's locked, all right.
Been proven by many. Even the Queen is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
blood.
This elixir will give you faith again.
I will return later.
Different squad, watch out.
As long as you have the money.
Y'all can run, y'all can run. Oh shit. Alright, we can track them for 112.
I cannot enter.
That was a battle for Gibby. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. But y'all can run, 'cause I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Damon, watch out to your left. You're gonna be like right there. Shit. Damn. Oh, by the way, I'm going positive now. Alright, don't invite me. I already got a full squad.
Some trickery.
Forgive my...
Than I thought.
Stop inviting me.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's
God
work.
dang.
But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Oh my god. Dude, I recommend taking a charge rifle, I'm not gonna lie. Taking a charge rifle wouldn't be that bad.
That I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain
charge rifle, you
Quite a
missed
judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm already blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
I have heard enough. Goodbye.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Many people must deal with poverty. But not all choose to sell their bodies. That was your decision.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what or when you were going to eat?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. No one's there.
As long as you have the money. When science fails you, this elixir...
Where's that ring? Why are you so right? Oh my god. Look legit. God, I mean, this match I have to go positive. If not, I'll go back to plat 3 again. Hey, Kevin. You're back.
Shut up.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he...
Boys?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's almost 500. He's level 405.
405?
Yep.
I thought you said 500.
I said he's close.
Level 405.
Yeah.
To 500.
Didn't need our help.
Huh?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for...
405 to 500 for me, that's a lot.
Not really. They keep putting the game into it.
Whitechapel.
No. Like me,
Perhaps
I'm close
just the
to
friend.
400. I'm 367.
And of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Nearby the church.
There you go. Hey, Abram, how much damage did you did that game? Oh my god, did he just You did good, dude. How much you?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I just realized, how is Loba fucking
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets
She
at
is
night?
nothing.
I've had to run and hide more than once from
She's just a
frenzied
looter.
mobs incensed
You know
by
how
fever.
Lifeline in the corner,
Do you
right?
think the flu
She has
is
a
really
buzz.
responsible for this, Doctor?
And then with Loba, she also has the same thing. I don't get it. She doesn't heal anyone.
I'm convinced
What
there is
the
more at
hell?
work here than a
It
simple
only takes 2
epidemic.
stuff.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Bullets.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too.
Jesus, I don't
An
know where the fuck
invisible
to go
and
anymore.
untold war is going on, and it must be
Fuck the land.
stopped.
Oh my god. Just land on top.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after
I'm
sunset?
not
He
a
goes
good,
where none of his colleagues would dare to go,
I'm not
to
good at this
inform the
fucker.
country.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do.
Oh, who lit it up
Her
here?
story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only
Fuck, is this
improve.
on me?
And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
I'm dead. I have to go fall down.
I heard
God.
you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Back up again.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory...
Lifeline 1.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or
I'm
family.
dead. It's healthy, man. I got his card. Though.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly
Get
did.
him.
I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter,
Yeah, I
he
know
ripped
it's
it up and threw it away.
I could probably
He has no relatives at all?
No,
around
except
here.
for that strange man, a poet named
Probably try
Richard
to rotate those
Mithercott,
in.
who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find
Yeah,
this
'cause I
Mr.
am
Mithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
I got an assist. I got 2 assists.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.